this one off. So round 6 then in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague. Unbeaten Barcelona looking to stay that way. And it's Milan who will get the first possession with the American Shelvin Mack. His first time out of the United States when he came here back in the summer. Mitsov will go for the deep jumper. Doesn't quite work for him. Mirotic picking up the rebound. Claver. Now, what can Brandon Davis do here? Caleb Tarczewski is a very, very formidable defensive weapon for Milan. He just stood there, held his ground, then the whistle came. And it was Tarczewski who was assessed. The one-time University of Arizona man. So that'll send the former Žalgiris man, Brandon Davis, to the line. One of his teammates in Lithuania, Aaron White, wearing the snazzy vest of Milan these days. And those two had a little emotional reunion when they met on court during warm-ups. Two guys who played such a big part in the Žalgiris story the last couple of years. Now then, that's Mirotic again, getting his hands on a rebound. So he's making some early noises here. Here he is again, deciding to go for it himself. Rattled in and out. Tarczewski tried to get a hold of it, couldn't quite drag it in, but it was watched all the way. Milan will now look to bring this back. There's a turnover, just the thing that Messina was talking about. Can't do that transition, but Higgins is denied by a terrific bit of defensive work from Nemanja Nedovic coming back. Well, this was a big moment here. Bit of stop and pop from Higgins, and Nedovic saying, I'll burst that bubble for you, thank you very much. Terrific work defensively from Nedovic. He's back to full health after missing the first 4 rounds as well. So just the 1 point on the board. Higgins will go for another one of those deep J's. And has made that one look so easy. You do feel that if there's one area in his game that he needs to improve this season, it's his 2-point shooting. His 3-point shooting is lethal. Only just over 30% from close up, Higgins, which is a bit of a surprise. That won't last. Nedovic will send that over to Mitsov, is immediately closed down. Anger there along with Claver. And they can't find a way through. Again, terrific defense, swarming D from Barcelona. Adam Hanger very much part of it. You'd expect that, a former Euroleague best defender. Davis very strong defensively as well. Mirotic prowling under the rim. The inbound possession stays with Milan, and there's another turnover. That was a tip, I think, from Higgins. Claver picks that up. It's a very strong start, this, from Barcelona. Anger out to Higgins. Here's Davis trying to deal with Tarczewski, and Tarczewski just making life very, very difficult for Brandon Davis, who comes up with the air ball. Mitsov, and any air ball you can throw, they can throw too. Yeah, Torre Messina just wants to, I think, settle his guys down. So easy to talk about Barcelona and their firepower, but they can play some D, and we're seeing that already. Yet to get on the board here, the home side. Early honours with Barcelona, 3-0. That'll be a good one. This definitely going to be a good one. Cagey start, though. Barcelona shutting down Milan, but Milan coming up with some deep. That means you can play. Timeout. Milan settling down into this one now. Late in the first. It's Barcelona leading a low scorer, 13-7.
because they're pleasing him, okay?
Elsewhere, Seska got back to winning ways in one of those Russian derbies. Zenit made a fight of it. Seska pulled away in the end. Mike James leading the way. No Will Clyburn for the foreseeable future. Johannes Voigtman back in action, though, for Seska. They shrug off their defeat from the last round that ended their unblemished record. Well, Mirotic with that wonderful low pass to Brandon Davies. Very impressive opening shift with some rebounds, a couple of steals, and that assist there as well from Mirotic, who's been the talk of worldwide basketball. Where Barcelona just said, come and join us. And he played for the Chicago Bulls, then came by way of New Orleans and Milwaukee to join the Barcelona revolution. And Gudaitis gets one in. Gudaitis is such a good two-point shooter, does all his work close up. That one thought about it. Eventually dropped. Claver to Davis. Higgins. Nicely crowded here. So too is Davis. He's drawn a crowd then. We'll just say, you know what? You've left me alone. I hit you from there before. Let's do it again. Right from the stripe. An identical to the one he scored just a few moments ago. Scola with a lovely spin move, but then nothing doing off the back end, and no putback available for Gudaitis either. Scola will be disappointed with that one. Higgins will draw the foul from Michael Roll. Of course, any foul against a home player is always greeted around the world of sport. Doesn't matter where, doesn't matter what sport. The fans will always tell the officials they got it wrong. But I don't think Michael Roll was disagreeing with that one. Victor Claver will sit down. Higgins, the one-time Seska man. Davis making a nuisance of himself, a real nuisance of himself there. Set the screen, then ran Gudaitis, who got jammed up with him. Roll was in there, Scola was involved, and Davis just like a pinball in there, wasn't it? Bouncing off Scola into Gudaitis. Just a real handful. And then there's Roll getting involved right there. As well. I think it'll be Davis that goes to the line. I think it was Scola that they called for the nudge. Gudaitis out. Tarzuski, the New Hampshire man, back in. Brandon Davis looking for a double figure haul here and getting it with that first from the stripe. And going 2 for 2 as well. Just when you thought you'd seen the worst that Barcelona can throw at you, Brandon Davis comes out, and Ante Tomic comes in. Only the number 4 all-time rebounder in this competition. Somebody who's achieved 148 blocks in his career. That's all-time top 10. Tomic, the captain, on for Barca. Beats off. Gets it back from Scola. Rodriguez, the one-time Real Madrid man, and that'll be Tomic. Just reaching in there.
Barcellona, numero 44, Tomic, primo foul.
They will generally get called. Not great shooting at all from the home side. A lovely pass. Low pass there from Mitsov to Tarzuski. Well, they've got to find creative ways to get through this Barcelona defense. That was a defense ripper there from Mitsov. Low bounce pass. Here's Abrines, one of the new faces, Alex Abrines. They brought him home. Just missed out there. But Abrines almost been overlooked with the arrivals of the likes of Mirotic and Delaney. Corey Higgins, of course, but a real homecoming for Alex Abrines, 26 years old now. I've seen a lot of him in the first couple of rounds, but he's really started to work his way into the system. So off the foul with both teams in the penalty. Mitsov will look to do his work from the foul line. Just going to say, generally speaking, a pretty good shooter. Hasn't missed this season. Rather confirms that point. One of those players that just gets better and rises to the standard of player that's around him as well. Vladimir Mitsov never looks out of place. One of those real guys that's in the engine room for any team. Here's Higgins taking it all on his own. Tarsuski wouldn't let him pull the trigger. And that's Abrines who misfires again. And where's that going to go? All the way back to Higgins, who just said, oh, look, you're going to give it to me again. We'll take that. And then knocked out, but possession will stay. Playing really good defense, and it's a very strong defensive battle this early on. There's Mitsov with the knockdown. Higgins. Tough to find space here, but Delaney won't get anything. Rodriguez on the fast break, sends it up there, and that's what they need. Mitsov put that away. Fast break points are going to be important as well for Milan. When the opportunities come, you've got to execute. And after that really slow start, it took them 4.5 minutes to get on the board. Milan have pulled to within 2 here. Delaney got to beat the buzzer here. Abrines does just that. Oh my goodness me. Alex Abrines just drained the corner 3 there as if he had all day. That's cool. That really is. And that just takes the bubble down a little bit, because Milan were building some momentum, and Abrines nails that right on the buzzer to bring the first quarter to a close. Milan 15, Barcelona 20. Let's have a look at some of the big plays from that first quarter. It was mainly defense. There's nothing wrong with that, but Brandon Davis didn't let defense get in the way of a double-digit first quarter. He was busy, so too was Adam Hanger, taking what was available. Beautiful pass there. Davis taking that one from Delaney. Michael Roll with a lovely little inside move there. Nice low bounce pass, and Davis knocking a couple in from the stripe. Hard work for Arturas Gudaitis. Davis saying, you know, I like it here. They leave me alone if I'm standing by the stripe. Beautiful pass. Absolute dazzling stuff from Mitsov to Tarzuski. Mitsov's been busy as the percentages now starting to creep up. Barcelona from range, a bit offline at the moment. But Milan, who just couldn't seem to get anything going at all early, starting to build things up. Keep an eye on the turnovers. 4 early ones for Milan. They've been clean ever since. Barcelona yet to give up a turnover. Oh, you're brave if you're lying on that floor.
Iscritti della Move e Piero in versione screen. Benvenuti all'anno in game Eurolega.
Well, that seemed to go by pretty quickly, didn't it? I don't think he enjoyed the first 4.5 minutes, but he'll have been much enthused, the great man, by what happened over most of the rest of that first quarter. Signore Armani in the house, as he generally is. He loves his basketball, loves his team. They trail here by 5, start of the second. Here's Delaney, Tomic, Higgins. Has that picked off his pocket, and it's fallen really nicely again for Oriola. Rodriguez out of luck there. Thought he had the steal. And Oriola gets called. Roll with the inbound. Here's Rodriguez. Got to deal with Delaney. Rodriguez took it all away, but couldn't find the bucket. Tomic collected. Oriola, who missed last time, or rather fouled last time, and in the act of shooting, makes no mistake this time. Barcelona increase their lead to 7. Rodriguez with a beauty over there, but Scola was just not quite on top of that one, was he? Delaney. To Oriola. Delaney will get it again. Just drive through, and there's absolute look of horror there on the face of big Caleb Tarczewski. Tarczewski trying to plead his innocence with the body language there. Well, he won't be getting away with that one. Karl Kuric is stripping off, as is Adam Hanga. It'll be a first appearance of the day for Kuric, who is such a three-point sniper. Nedovic coming back in for Milan. So already Milan have used 9 players, Barcelona 10. Very good chance that in a game that's going to be as intense as this, everyone's going to get a workout. He's shoving that back again for his Milan team, measuring themselves against the red-hot pace setters. Hanga will work from the line. Yeah, high level of efficiency from the stripe tonight. Barcelona, 9 out of 10. Milan going to try and mount another charge here with Shelvin Mack. Mack draws a crowd, and then Tarczewski almost had that nicked off him by Kuric. They're looking to get their hands on that ball, Barcelona, at every opportunity, aren't they? And Milan have really tidied up their game after those 4 early turnovers. Just 1 since. They're not taking care of the ball a lot better. Absolutely nowhere to go there with Victor Claver blocking the way for Nemanja Nedovic. Rodriguez with the inbound. Nedovic has to take it himself. My goodness me, what a beauty. Everybody stood and watched. I don't think anybody expected him to try and shoot from there, and Nedovic had other ideas. Well, he's red hot tonight. That's his second. Here's Kuric, who can get hot at any time, like now perhaps. No, that's a miss. That's a big, big let off for Milan, who can level it up with another triple here. Rodriguez, lovely little move there. Aaron White off the bench in the corner. Couldn't pull the trigger. Claver shut him down immediately. So Rodriguez has to go for the jumper himself. Nails it. He was near the line. Are they going to give him 3? They are. They are. We are level. And now Barcelona have to call timeout. Wonderful stuff from Milan, this. Well, they tried to set White up earlier. That's the one from Nedovic, his second, effortlessly. That didn't work, so Rodriguez then said, okay, well, I'll take it. Feet really near the line, but the old veteran knew exactly where he was. He'll take that. So will Milan. We are level. They've been such good three-point shooters on this 4-game win streak, Milan. And after some early misfires, the triples are dropping now. 4 out of 9. No coincidence that they are now level. Just look at that score run as well. Hanger, Kuric, not been able to get involved offensively. Claver with a lovely little spin move, and then just that little step back, gets himself some space. Rodriguez. Here's White, the one-time Žalgiris man. A lot of stuff going on in front of him. Nedovic ran into a whole bunch of trouble there. I think he was looking for a pass, but he had yellow vests all around him. There is absolutely no space to work in the paint there when you're playing Barcelona. They'll stay in possession here, Milan, though. Nedovic with the inbound. Here's Rodriguez, who thought about it. Hanger got there, and he's going to think about it again here. That's not going to drop, and it'll fall nicely for Hanger. Hanger will draw the foul as well on the fast break.
Milano, fallo del numero 13, Rodriguez, primo fallo.
Not really much he could do here, Sergio Rodriguez. Had to try and slow him down somehow. No way White was going to get an angle. The speed that he was moving at there, Hanger. Jeff Brooks will sit down. Mitsov on court. Now we've got all sorts of stuff going on that sees Nedovic on the floor. Tarzuski will sit down. Here's Rodriguez there. Yeah, those turnovers. So they have to manage that. They've done a really good job after giving away those 4 early ones. And there's Mitsov taking it all on his own again. Really good hustle from Mitsov, taking what was available. Barcelona level again. Hanger, Mirotic, Kuric. They're not giving him any time to work. He'll go for a really deep 2, top of the key, and drains it. Kuric, such a deadly long-range shooter. They know they have to shut him down anywhere around that 3-point line. Mitsov, oh my goodness me, that hit the rim. Scola's big, he's not that big. Hanger. Mirotic. Still without a point in this game until now. You're not going to keep him quiet for a whole half. They've done a really good job of containing the offensive damage of Nikola Mirotic through this first half, though, Milan. If they can just get a half-time with him putting 2 points on the board, they'll take that. Mirotic deflected that one away.
Barcellona.
Never less than 17 points in a game. But here, with a minute and a tick to play in the first half, that's all he's contributed on the offensive end. Of course, there have been some steals and some rebounds and an assist.
Cambio Olimpia Milano, rientra Gudaitis, uscito White.
White back to the bench. Nedovic with the inbound. Scola gets it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez draws a crowd. Nedovic again. That's his range. Off the rim and away. Collected by Claver. Delaney. 45 seconds to go. Hello. They've rather let things go there. Well, you can't give Nikola Mirotic that kind of space. He'll burn you. Big triple there for Mirotic. That opens things up. Rodriguez looks for the flipper. Mitsov just tried to send it back, and all he's done is allow Karl Kuric to fast break. Mirotic is on the floor. There's no whistle. He gets up slowly. Delaney will look to just drain these last few seconds off the clock, give Milan nothing to work with. Mitsov will hear his name called. Well, as good a response as it was from Milan. Look at the response from Barcelona to being put under pressure. Plenty of time for Barcelona to mount a charge here. Mirotic loses out. Now, can they find a buzzer beater? No, they can't. Really good first half that. They've never led, Milan, but they're making Barcelona work hard. This one is beautifully poised at halfway. AX Armani exchange Milan 30. Your Armani. The good and the bad, we'll know that it only takes a couple of possessions to transform a 7-point game one way or the other. When you're the team doing the chasing, though, you're the team without the safety net.
All'intervallo il punteggio è 30, Olimpia Milano 37, Barcellona.
Second half, we're about to start then. Adam Hanger with the inbound for the visitors, leading 37-30 in the fashion capital of the world, Milan. Here goes Hanger. There's Mirotic, excuse me. He had a think there, didn't he? Claver. There is a whistle there. Will that be against Mitsov? Will it be against Gudaitis?
Fallo Olimpia Milano, fallo del numero 7, Gudaitis, primo fallo.
Just trying to stay in touch with a moving man, didn't he? Now Davis. He's run into trouble and then coughs the ball up as well. An early turnover. Sergio Rodriguez sends it to Nedovic, who will send it all the way back. Mitsov for three. Brilliant start to this second half from Milan. What vision on the pass, what execution on the throw as well. And that's a supercharged start for Milan. Here's Higgins, really quiet in that first half. Davis looks for the little hook to Claver. Mitsov read it all the way. Terrific defensive work from Mitsov, who certainly started with a bang at both ends of the court this second half. Gudaitis going to try and turn Mirotic here if he can. Oh, no. That was always about Victor Claver. Just sitting in that passing lane saying, if you're going to bring it here, I'm getting it. Davis. Anger. Anger taking it all on his own, and then Gudaitis. Get a big shove, and Anger is slow to get up. That was a heavy landing for Adam Anger. You can see Scola all over Mirotic there, and then Gudaitis just wiping out Anger. Earlier, a wonderful, wonderful assist, and the execution from Mitsov. Nothing but nylon on that triple. Anger to Higgins. Higgins will look to turn Nedovic here. Does, but he can't pull it in, and Sergio Rodriguez can. Anger gets back very quickly. Nice little double move from Rodriguez, but no end product. And who's that going to come off? It's going to come off Gudaitis. Well, they appreciate the effort, but again, really good defense. Always struggling to make a play there. And then Gudaitis just made sure Claver couldn't get Barcelona to transition out. Anger will send it back. Hello. Hello. Where have you been, Nikola Mirotic? How easy does he make those look? Here's Rodriguez. Fake from the point. Had to look and check here. Nedovic. That gave Higgins a chance to react. So it'll be from the wing for Rodriguez, and that's beautiful as well. Well, the triples are pouring in here early in this second half. He won't be happy about two of them going against his side. No, Rodriguez just ripping that one. Anger. Mirotic again. Oh, they got away with it, but the putback was there for Brandon Davis. But there's got to be some alarm bells clanging on the Milan bench. The Mirotic was left all on his own at the point twice. Here's somebody else left on his own. Scola. Well, all that defense that we saw in the first half, nobody's playing defense now. It's suddenly turned into a shootout. 3-point game. Anger. Higgins. He'll flip it back. Davis will go for three. That's an air ball. Collected by Anger. That's hung up there for Mirotic. Now, who's that call going to go against? Well, you can see that Rodriguez is pleading his case. And Ettore Messina is also pleading his case. That tells you everything you need to know. That's a matchup that they'll like, though. Mirotic getting a one-on-one with Rodriguez under the rim. He'll fancy that. Davis back to Anger. Anger will send it back to Mirotic. Mirotic draws a crowd, and that was beautifully played by Gudaitis, but there is a whistle. But Gudaitis played that really tough. What you got to do? Almost swatted that back. Now Davis flips that one up to Anger. Rejected. Mitsov and Gudaitis were there. Here's the fast break again. Here's Martinez, who waits. The putback is there from Amadeo Della Valle. Milano rocking and rolling now. Higgins gets it back to Delaney. 3-point game. Mirotic will give it back to Delaney, and then he gets caught up in traffic. Keeps recycling there and then gets caught again, and that's Jeff Brooks they're going to get for that one. That was an easy call for the officials. Well, causing havoc with his movement here. Nikola Mirotic. There was a lot of contact earlier. The officials let that one go, but there's no way they were letting that one go. So Mirotic, who was so quiet for so much of the first half, has a chance to go to double figures here from the stripe, but that won't happen. There's the first one. Defies gravity. Messina thinks that's a bonus. Take that. Now the crowd doing what they can do. Now Mirotic drowns out the jeering to ensure the second one. Brooks with the inbound. Mitsov. Kuric guarding him. Here's Brooks, who's available. Mack. Delaney sticking close to him. They've gone back to that aggressive defense. Really high press here. Brooks has to find a little spin and fade. Lovely execution from Jack Brooks, the one-time Penn State man, the Euro Cup winner with Malaga back in the day. Kuric, also a good Euro Cup player. Grand Cup, Zenit. Delaney for three. Nothing doing. Tarzuski just made sure he got that. Shelvin Mack wanted it. That was all Tarzuski. Meanwhile, being called on Delaney. Got way too close to Vladimir Mitsov there. Oriola will come in for Mirotic. Milan looking to knock this one up once again. Maybe even take the lead if Michael Roll can get something sparked here. What he can do is find Mack, who runs to the baseline, then turns, pivots, and will be disappointed with the end product there. Done everything right. Shelvin Mack, except the execution. Higgins to Delaney. Tomic running the screen. Nice hand there from Michael Roll. Read it beautifully. Frustrated that he didn't get the pick off there. He was mighty close. Delaney to Tomic. Tomic going to spin away one way, then the other, and has he lost it? Now he's fighting for it, surrounded by a black and red vest. Hung on there. There's not many that dwarf Kaleb Tarzuski. The big Croatian, one of the very few. He wasn't going to be denied there, was he? That was a street fight for that pumpkin down there. So, going to get the tip, and that goes the way of the home side. Tarzuski winning that duel. Here's Mack. A couple of minutes left in the third. Here's Roll. Again, immediate pressure. Mack gets away from Delaney. Floats one up there, and he couldn't follow through there, Tarzuski. Here they go. Fast break, Delaney gets it out to Tomic. It goes back to Kuric. Kept in by Oriola, but Mack was there to pounce on it. Now Kuric will be disappointed. That's his territory. That's where he does all his damage. Mack misfires again. Well, he's having a tough time under the rim. There's 3 miscues here in this third quarter for Mack. Roll goes down heavily, but not before tripping up Malcolm Delaney.
Secondo fallo.
Delaney's second trip to the stripe. If there's one player in this game that's earned a timeout, it's him. he's played as many minutes as Vladimir Mitsov. Delaney. Instead, they get stunned by Karl Kuric, who will tack on the and one as well. Barcelona travelling faithful are enjoying this. That's a 6-point lead again inside the final minutes of this third. Try as they might, Milan just cannot seem to keep Barcelona down. There's going to be an offensive call here all the way against Mack. Rather drop the shoulder on Martin Delaney there. Got to be a bit cuter than that. I think Shelby Mack can have any complaints. Worked up a hell of a sweat, terrific intensity and effort from Shelby Mack, but he found the going pretty tough there on the offensive side of things. Here's Delaney. Here's Kuric with the mid-range jumper. He'll collect his own rebound and put it away on the second time of asking. This is a good little run here for Barcelona. The lead now 8 points. You really do feel that Milan not only need a score here, they then need a stop. Rodriguez with a lovely little stop pop there. They needed that. They've given Barcelona plenty of time to play with here. Can they find the defensive stop? Barcelona miscued badly. Delaney looking for Tomic. And they were not on the same page at all. So Milan do get their stop. Can they capitalise with a quick play here? With 1.4 seconds on the clock. Scola with the inbound. This has got to be quick and it's got to be accurate. And another call there against Delaney on Rodriguez, who played that beautifully. Delaney bit on that, didn't he?
Barcelona.
Hello. I think we can see from the reaction there of Ettore Messina. Well, that one has not gone the way Milan wanted it to go. Here we go then with the inbound. No, I'm not sure he got that off anyway. Well, what a terrific third quarter that was. At the end of it, it's still Milan chasing. Try as they might, they just can't get close, can they? Every time they do, and they even had a brief lead there. Then Barcelona find another gear. But it's all up for grabs in the last 10 minutes of this one. 6-point game here, Milan 52, Barcelona 58. 10 to play. Let's have a look at some of the highlights of the third quarter. The triples were raining down early in that third session. There's one. Mitsov. There's another. Barcelona. Here we go again. With both teams struggling early, suddenly everything was opening up. Scola helped himself to a couple. There was a putback there for the veteran as well. Udaitis dominant. Scola left all on his own again. Talking about left on your own, how about that? Delaney out of transition. Brooks with a lovely little spin and fade. And Kuric drawing the foul as well. And as I look at the percentages, climbing the three-point percentage, really good again from Milan. When they've been shooting at that percentage from beyond the arc this season, they've won. Can they keep that going here? And they burst the Barcelona bubble. The only team yet to taste defeat. There are no teams without a win tonight now, of this season now, after Valencia today, getting past Asvel by 9. Fenerbahce losing again. Žalgiris stalled past them in the dying moments of that one. Fenerbahce with a 76-69 lead with 1:46 to play, did not score again. So 10 points without reply for Žalgiris. They improved to 3-3. Fenerbahce remain in a lot of trouble here. Now, who can get themselves out of trouble here? Roll draws a crowd. It's an ambitious one. Rodriguez for 3. In and out off the rim. Ante Tomic will gobble up his fair share of rebounds, closing in on 1,500 for his career. Every chance that'll happen this season is Kuric sending it out to the big man. Tomic misfires though, a bit out of his range. The closer the better usually for him. His roll, lovely little move to just take Kuric out, but then misses, and misses twice. Collected his own rebound, but still couldn't profit. That's a missed opportunity there for Michael Roll. He will just have to shrug that off. That's a let-off for Barcelona. Higgins. He'll go for the deep 2. That's in and out as well, collected by Scola. Nedovic to try and spin away from the aggressive Higgins. It's been all about defense tonight for Higgins. Not seen his explosion of points. Scola with Higgins draped all over him. He won't bother to contest that one. Been a very up and down season for Corey Higgins. In his 4 games previously, he's scored 5 or less in 2 of them, and he scored 20 or more in 2 of them. Really lopsided here. Just the 6. He's been playing a lot of solid D as well. Rodriguez. Nedovic in a bit of trouble here. Now, Tarzuski, has he got some range? Nope. Kuric collects out of anger. Bring this one away, and noticeably slowing it down now, Barcelona. Trying to take all the pace out of this. Svetislav Pesic talked about that pre-game. We want to set the tempo. Tarzuski just had no way of getting hold of that ball, with Tomic shielding him from it. Tarzuski will get called. Mitsov will come back in.
Olimpica Milano rientrano Della Valle e Mitsov.
Amadeo Della Valle will also come in for his second shift. The first one a brief one. We'll be hoping for a bit more action here to give Nedovic a breather. And that's been countered with Oriola and Higgins leaving the scene. Victor Claver coming back along with Nikola Mirotic. Hold it. Who's got the big finish? Mitsov. Got to get through a lot of traffic. Claver wasn't having that. Brilliant. Just broke it up. That was a clogged passing lane. But Mitsov tried to thread that through. Anger taking it all on his own. The putback was there from Mirotic. There was also a whistle. Not sure if they'll give that to Hanger or Mirotic. Neither of them will care. Scola with a little tug on the vest there. Definitely a putback. Rodriguez sends it out. Mitsov for 3. Oh, no, wouldn't drop. Hanger. Oh, they've drawn level again. Now they've just got to dig in and hold on here, Milano. Will Barcelona just find that extra gear again and pull away, as they have done twice when they've been under pressure? This is Kuric. That doesn't drop. No, Kuric has miscued. Barcelona have miscued. from range today. This is important. Della Valle missed the first one, doesn't miss the second one. That's big. That's Barcelona really in trouble now. Milan moving ahead. Their 9th triple, giving them their lead again. Inside 5 minutes to play. Here's Mirotic. Gudaitis has got to watch him. That knocks it back. Played it perfectly again, Arturas Gudaitis. This is wonderful stuff defensively from Milan. Timeout. Barcelona looking to get back in front. Can they do it here? It's Claver going for it. That's off the rim, and Amadeo Della Valle will collect that. Brandon Davies has gone down heavily, and he's still on the floor. Play continues. Rodriguez will send this out to Nedovic, who's in trouble, has to send it back. Davis is still in some trouble as well. Della Valle will look and check, look for a corner three and drain it. Milan's biggest lead of the night. Brandon Davis could not get back to his feet while that was going on. And back-to-back triples from Amadeo Della Valle. That's double figures for three-point shooting. It had to be successful tonight for Milan from range for them to have any chance. And what a chance they've given themselves here. Della Valle's second. That's where Davis got hurt. That was Gudaitis in the thick of it again. Hopefully that's nothing serious for Brandon Davis. But when you're on the floor as long as that, it may not be good news for a team that's been struggling with injuries. Thomas Hurtel pre-season, Pangos and Ribas not played a single minute. Now Davis hurting. And Barcelona trailing and the clock ticking. Tomic is going to come back in. There is some sympathetic applause for Brandon Davis, which is good to hear, because he's a class act.
Cambio per il Barcellona, rientrato Tomic, uscito Davis.
Seem to be moving okay there, so let's keep our fingers crossed that's nothing serious for Davis, but it'll be a surprise if we see him back again. Now a real test of Barcelona's character here, as that was a bit too much from Gudaitis on Mirotic. Davis, you knew that wasn't funny. And they don't get up. It's not good. Mirotic has been pretty well contained tonight. That takes him to double figures. They've not let him run riot. Mirotic, number 4 in the competition going into this round of matches, averaging over 19 points a game and never less than 17 here. It's taken him till inside the final 5 minutes to get to 10. They've got to keep the lid on Nikola Mirotic, Milan, if they want to get their biggest win of the season here. This is the second, though. Gudaitis collects. Nedovic. Where's he going to go? Now, that smothering defense that he's got to try and deal with here. Nowhere to go. Clock's ticking. Can he get a shot off? Brilliant from Mirotic. That just would not let him go anywhere. Shut him down. Higgins. Take it back from Tomic. Being watched by Della Valle. And Della Valle has the little fade. Della Valle did enough. Martinez trying to weave his way past Claver and does so. Very impressive run this. After Barcelona had tried to slow it all down as well in that fourth quarter, now they might have to pick it up again. The defensive intensity has certainly gone up. Scola, he's been big in this little burst. They've got to send something out here. Della Valle. Well, this has been quite a cameo for Amadeo Della Valle, hasn't it? He was injured a lot last season, his first season in the competition. restricted to just a dozen or so games. Della Valle with a lovely little double move there to draw the foul from Delaney. You know what we can do from the corner? Now Amadeo Della Valle can show us what he can do from the stripe. Barcelona's unbeaten record under serious threat now. Here's Higgins, Delaney, all very congested in front of him, so he'll have to go for it himself. Off the rim. Scola comes up with the rebound. They're stuck in neutral here, Barcelona, offensively at the moment. This is no time to be bogged down. The defense is playing as tough as ever. Trying to play the trap there on Rodriguez. It's Milano getting called there. Daitis was on the floor as well. Rodriguez just checking on him. Barcelona happy just to get a breather here. We've got less than 3 to play. Can they get out of this one? They've led for so long, but here they are trailing by 5. But there's nobody breathing easy in the Mediolanum Forum at the moment. This is way too close to call. Crowded out there, Delaney, but did brilliantly. Mirotic doing brilliantly to find some space. What a triple. Oh my goodness. Nikola Mirotic. You want to know why they did everything they could to bring him over? Barcelona, that play right there will tell you a lot. Made that look effortlessly easy. Now here's Rodriguez trying to do the same from the point, and does. A Barcelona triple wiped out by a Rodriguez triple for Milan. We're back where we were with 2:13 to play. Timeout. 5-point game. The signs have been there this season that this Milan team has a very different look about it from the teams of the last 4 or 5 years. That there is a chance, a real chance, that they could be a genuine contender. If they can hold on here, especially coming from way back, that will confirm what a lot of people suspect, that Milan are going to be a dark horse this season. What a chance they've given themselves here, deep in this 4th quarter, as Barcelona boast. Here's part of that firepower. Malcolm Delaney, Mirotic. He's going to have another look, is he? No, he's not. He'll get it into Tomic and Scola. Oh, they're draped all over him there.
Fallo Olimpia Milano. Fallo del numero 40. Scola. Il suo terzo fallo. In lunetta Tomic.
Well, if you're going to send someone to the line, generally you want to send the bigger the better. The bigger they are, generally speaking, the more voyage into the unknown it is from the strike. Sure enough, Tomic right on cue. Well, they haven't given up. Well, he needs this one. Every point absolutely crucial at the moment. And the rebound could be big as well. Tomic misses again, and Milano does pick up that rebound. The high press is on, but Rodriguez gets away from Higgins. What a good foul to take that was for Luis Scola. Said Tomic there. What a pass! Oh my goodness! That is the pass of the day. Milano takes the layup, but that was a laser driven straight down Main Street. The vision and the touch there from Rodriguez to set it up for Milano. Absolutely dazzling, and they are on the ropes now, Barcelona. This 4th quarter is unraveling for them. Stuck in neutral offensively. And now they're struggling to make any defensive plays, but how do you defend a pass like that? Oh my goodness me. Saw there was no traffic on Main Street, sent it down there. Sergio Rodriguez's 6th assist of the night is blindingly simple, but absolutely brilliant. Have they broken Barcelona's backs with that play right there? Well, the wounded Brandon Davies top scoring here. Scola and Mitsov, a 1-2 punch for Milan. Mirotic just off that with 13 points tonight. They've done a great job with him. Higgins has had another one of his quiet ones offensively. Seems to be feast or famine offensively for Corey. What a shift he's put in defensively. The stats won't show an awful lot, but he's been huge tonight for Milan. Now, less than 2 to play here. They're trailing by 7. Barcelona needing the response. Delaney. Got to get their offense going. Can Karl Kuric conjure something up? That's where he has made a living for a long, long time, Karl Kuric. Those deep threes from the wing. He just makes them look so simple. That's changed the dynamic of the game a bit, hasn't it? Now they're chewing their nails again in the stands. Rodriguez taking plenty of time off the clock here, but they've got to make some kind of move in front of Tomic. Sergio Rodriguez stepping up. It seems like there's always somebody popping up for Milan. It was Mitsov. Scola had a terrific shift. Now it's Rodriguez. When it really matters, that's a pass through to Tomic. That's a bit out of his range, and it's collected by Scola. And we are coming down to the final minute here, and this is a 7-point game, and Barcelona's unbeaten record is about to be burst on the night that the only winless team picked up a victory. Valencia doing that. Here's Jeff Brooks draining a triple from the edge, surely to seal this for Milan. 10-point game. They are finishing, pulling away now. Barcelona beaten and bedraggled. Delaney can't come up with anything. The rebound collected. Mitsov picks that up. Total dominance in this 4th quarter from Milan. Exhibition stuff now from them. That is outrageous. That is just too good. You won't see a better basket than that all night. From a rescue in the corner, all the way down to Rodriguez at the other end. Mitsov. They have absolutely poured it on. What a night it's been for him and his team. He can relax. They are celebrating now. You wouldn't believe how close this has been for so long. You wouldn't believe that Milan have been chasing this game for most of it. They have absolutely destroyed Barcelona in a stunning 4th quarter. How you're supposed to pick a player of the game out of this, goodness only knows. You could pick Mitsov, you could pick Rodriguez, you could pick Scola, you could pick Gudaitis for his defensive shift. It really has been a team effort. Della Valle goes off to a hero's reception. What a shift that was from him. There is a whistle there on Gudaitis as Delaney came through. How impressive has he been defensively? Well, there's one thing we know tonight. Milan are for real. It's a bit of a cliche in the Euroleague, but my goodness me, it's true. Nobody's going to lose every game. Nobody's going to win every game. Tonight, the only winless team have got their first win. And the only team without a win have been roundly beaten here. What a night in Milan. What a 4th quarter from Ettore Messina's men. They've turned this one upside down, and in the end, they've won it, pulling away. Barcelona are on their knees at the finish, absolutely ripped apart. Outstanding defense, a total shutdown in that last 10 minutes, and some dazzling offense to go with it. And Milan have sent a message. We're not the only team that's retooled this season. We are here, and we mean business. And on the evidence that we've seen tonight, Milan are going to be banging very